They are finna be all up in our business. So today we're going to do a food stamp update for January and February of 2025. I picked a few states to go over, which is Michigan. I think I got Illinois and California. And I picked these states because they just random states. And I know every state have different food stamp and EBT qualifications. I'm going to have everything on the screen for you guys. But I did want to go over this article first. It says, Elon Musk Doge access your personal information. Will this impact tax refunds and Social Security? Now, I'm going to have videos next week updating. If you haven't looked at any of my live streams, you can, because I went over Social Security. I went over income tax. I've had a video on income tax, but today we're going to go over food stamps. Let's get into it. So there are 4 major changes to the SNAP program in 2025. The SNAP program, of course, you know, that's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is the largest federal nutrition assistance program. Y'all know who really started this. Y'all really know. Y'all don't do y'all research. I'll tell you if you're at the end of this video who really started like WIC and feeding people. We're going to get into it because those are my roots in Chicago. Okay, so it provides benefits to eligible low-income individuals and families via electronic EBT, you know, the EBT card. The USDA Food and Nutrition Service oversees SNAP. I didn't know that. I didn't know USDA oversaw SNAP. And according to the Center of Budget and Policy Priorities, the program improves food security, offers benefits that enable families to purchase healthy diets, and free up resources that can be used for health promoting activities and needed Medicare. Okay, SNAP reduces the overall prevalence of food insecurities by much over 30% and is even more efficient among children and for those with children. The USDA adjusts the SNAP maximum allotments, deductions, and income eligibility standards at the beginning of each fiscal year. So the fiscal year of 2025 began October 1st, 2024. Every company is different. And the changes are based on adjustments to the cost of living, the amount of money needed to support a basic standard living according to the department. Here are some of the major changes. Okay, they're saying that in order to receive SNAP benefits, there are rules of eligibility based on age. The USDA gradually increases the age, and what if it calls able-bodied adults without dependents, ABAWD, and adds new groups of individuals who are exempt from the ABAWD work requirements. Now, let me stop and say this. I made 2 food stamp videos. My one video I made about fraud, people tried to come for me. I'm talking about anybody that was fraud in Section 8 and food stamps, because they are coming for you. They finna be all up in our business, like I just told you. There's no such thing as privacy. If you're getting somebody to make your check stubs and all of that, honey, they finna start getting stuff directly from jobs. Any way to cut the cost and, again, make America great again. That's their little slogan, right? So that's what they're going to be doing. Even with some of the stuff I'm finna read with this EBT program. They're trying to make America great again, is what they're saying. So last year, able-bodied adults without dependents aged 18 to 50 had work requirements, which included working at least 80 hours a month, participating in a work program at least 80 hours a month, or participating in a combination of work and work program hours for the total of at least 80 hours a month. Now, let me just say this. If I have to work, if I'm just single like I am and I ain't got no dependents, I don't need your food stamp. I don't need your Section 8. I can go to school and do what I need to do like I've already did. I don't know why people make that so difficult and act like it's so wrong for somebody to say that. Why do you want to go down there explaining every year or 6 months or whenever to these folks about your business, and they questioning you about if you get a car or if you got savings or your car payment? It's just too much for me. Now, as I said in the last video, I am a person that was on Section 8. Okay, I got food stamps and all that stuff when I was in college because I wanted to be a nurse practitioner. And in nursing school, you can't even have a job that's paying you full benefits or a full-time work schedule. You will have to have something part-time that's at least 10 hours a week. And how you gonna live off of 10 hours a week, 40 hours a month? Come on, man, that ain't nothing. You might as well take advantage of that and go to school and do what you need to do, and don't even be bothered with these people. That's all I'm saying. Now, this is for all body, well body, mind, and spirits, like I said before. Now, if you are a veteran, if you are a person that's disabled, if you are a senior, then yes, you should be getting these benefits because, again, veterans have fought for this country. They should get whatever they want whenever they want it. Elderly people or seniors have put into this system all their lives. They put into disability and all this stuff they take out of our checks all of our lives, and we don't even get to use the stuff. So where does that money go? Then you have people that's disabled, people that have worked and that have disabilities or that's born with disabilities should get it. You can't help it if you're born with a disability. Who can help that? My problem is with people that's coming up with all these excuses and explaining and not doing nothing but sitting on the porch all day, smoking weed, drinking, kicking it, and thinking that shit funny for the rest of your life. But now that they making you go out and get a work, honey, you don't even need that. You don't even need it. Because again, the days of telling people to make your check stubs in the basement, that's gonna be gone. Okay, some of y'all gonna have to get a job. Okay, back to the scheduled program. I wanted to get some of this sun because it's glistening, and I don't usually be out this time of day, y'all. I be in the bed. Okay, in 2025, these work requirements expanded to 52 years of age, and requires will expand to 54 as of October 2024, which is the beginning of their fiscal year, according to the USDA. However, there are some exemptions to the able-bodied, mind, and spirit people work requirements. For instance, you are excused if you are unable to work due to a physical or mental limitation, as I said. If you are pregnant, if you are a veteran, as I said, are homeless, yes, or age 24 or younger and in foster care on your 18th birthday. So those are the limitations. Income eligibilities. You are eligible for SNAP benefits if you do not exceed the following gross monthly income limits of 130% of the federal poverty level if you are applying for SNAP. Okay, for the fiscal year 2025, the FNS increased maximum allotments and shelter caps for most U.S. and states and territories. The COLA, cost of living allotments, came in effect October 1st, which is the fiscal year. The maximum allotments were increased for the 48 states and Washington, D.C., Alaska, Guam, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. So y'all do know, even though they started the fiscal year in October, Trump is in office, and they can change all that stuff because the Republicans run the Senate, the representatives, and we got a Republican. So they can go in and change whenever they want to. You know, this is what they're doing now. They're trying to eliminate as much wasted money and get us out of this deficit that we're in. And of course, you know, every president acquires debt from another president. I don't care how good we think the president is. They all have debt. All of them. Okay, the maximum allotment will increase for the 48. Okay, we said that. The maximum allotment for a family of 4 in the 48 states and DC will be $975. But the maximum allotment for a family of 4 in Hawaii will decrease to $1,723. Dang, I wonder how. Yeah, I got to see that list. The maximum allotment for a family of 4 with the range from $12 to $58 to $19.53. I'm gonna have all this on the screen. In Alaska, The maximum allotment for a family of 4 will be $1,437 in Guam and $1,254 in the U.S. Virgin Islands. So they have like different requirements and different caps on their stuff, the U.S. territories. Okay, let me see. The maximum for D.C., 48 states in D.C. will remain the same as $23. The maximum in Alaska range from $30 to $47, while in Hawaii is $41, the minimum benefit. Okay, the maximum allotments. Okay, we have this here, and I'm going to have everything up. So they're giving us a household total. Here are the maximum allotments for SNAP in the 48 states and DC according to the USDA website. So I don't have to even show y'all the other one. We're going to go through this one. The household is a size 1. Is if you just me, my maximum is $292. Who don't make $292, honey? They making this stuff so small, you ain't gonna even be able to get it. Household of 2, $536. Household of 3, $768. Household of 4, $975. Household of 5, $1,158. Household of 6, $1,390. Household of 7, $1,536. Household of 8, $1,756. With additional persons, it'd be an additional $228 after them 8 children. And this is my thing right here. There is nothing that I want from them that they could give me for that little bitty amount of money. I'm not working that hard, honey. I'm just sorry. That's just my opinion. Okay, so let's go over the SNAP benefits. I'm going to put it on the screen. We're going to do Michigan. Since I stay in California, I do California last. So let's do Michigan. In 2025, Michigan SNAP benefits will increase due to inflation and cost of living adjustments. However, some families may have limited access to benefits due to new income eligibility requirements. Now, again, the fiscal year started in October, but Trump took office and they already making changes. Benefit increases. The 2024 SNAP benefit increase will affect the 2025 payments. The next COLA will be in October 2025. And I'm going to be giving you guys an update. And that's even crazy because they already cutting it and they're going to cut it again. They're going to eventually, guys, you got to realize you got to find ways to make money. I'm going to start researching some companies that's hiring. I know I got a video where people getting laid off. It's so much going on. And so many people need help to try to make money. And I don't believe in scams or none of that stuff. So I'm going to be researching this stuff, making phone calls myself because I don't want to be giving you information that's not true. And I'm going to be on it. Okay. We got to get self-sufficient. We got to get our own money up. We got to get our money up because it's too many people getting, still on trying to make an excuse to be on food stamps. Honey, stop having all these babies by these baby daddies. Okay, it's not the government or my responsibility as a taxpayer to take care of your children because you want to keep having children with all these different men or the same men that's not even helping you. Come on now. I don't want you to do anything for me and I want you to do better. Make better hoo-ha choices. Okay? Please. Stop having all these babies by all these different men and then get mad when somebody say something. And some of y'all putting all y'all business. I saw some Instagram stuff. I said, y'all put your business out there and then you're mad when somebody talk about it. You can't be mad. You put your business out there. That's why we get to critique it. The same with me. You get to talk about my hair if you want to. How I'm sweating and whatnot because of this sun that's in my face. It's okay. It's okay. I've been called worse. Okay, let's get back to Michigan. Okay, new federal guidelines will take in effect 2024. These changes will include income thresholds and increased benefits, work requirements. The new Michigan is exempt from new SNAP work rules. Some counties, cities, and reservations until 2026. I didn't know that. So they got some exemption. The waiver does not cover Livingston and Oakland counties. Okay, Project 2025. This is on Michigan, and you guys can see it there. This proposal will significantly cut SNAP benefits for Michigan families. It will also limit states' ability to set income eligibility criteria. It will reject universal free school meal programs and roll back summer food assistance. So that's for Michigan. And here goes some more updates for Michigan. Let me see if they have anything different for EBT. We could look at this one. This is M Live. Michigan adults who have, Michigan adults who get SNAP food benefits will remain exempt for the time limit work requirements for another year. USDA granted Michigan a waiver that will allow certain adults to keep their SNAP benefits without meeting work requirements until February 28, 2026. The previous waiver will set to expire next month. Okay, so that's for people that's in Michigan. SNAP, formerly called food stamps, require adults 18 to 54 without children to provide 80 hours a month to get more than 3 months of benefits over 3 years. There are exemptions. Remember, we talked about the exemptions with working limitations and people that's disabled, that's pregnant, physically or mentally conditions. Okay, the $113 billion federal SNAP program provides food to nearly 1.5 million people in Michigan who are low income. And they talk about the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services requested the waiver for 80 counties, 3 cities, and 10 reservations that had an unemployment rate of 20% higher than the national average from February 2022 to January 2024. National unemployment averaged 3.6 during this time. The waiver, I told you it doesn't count. Remaining areas not covered by the waiver will continue to be exempt through September 30th, 2025, according to the state health department. Okay, let me see anything in here. It's an estimate 750,000 older adults, including 28,000 in Michigan, face the risk of losing their benefits because of this new work reporting requirement, according to the Center of Budget and Policy Priorities, a research and policy institution. Okay, let's move on to Illinois. Okay, for Illinois in 2025, the Illinois SNAP benefits will increase due to we already know they're going to increase because of COLA. The COLA for 2025 is 2.5 in Illinois. This increase is based on the consumer price, the urban wage earners, and CPI-W. The COLA is intended to help low-income households and retirees maintain their purchasing power. Okay, SNAP work requirement. They got an extension too in Illinois. The SNAP work requirement waiver extension will be in effect October 31st, 2025. This extension is due to Illinois' high unemployment rate. So they have an extension. Eligibilities is based on monthly income and net base. Eligibility for SNAP benefits is based on gross monthly income and net income. Adults over 60 have expanded eligibility rules. Some individuals are exempt from the work requirements, including those pregnant, veterans, homeless, physical or mentally limitations. Other benefits in Illinois. The maximum SSI income for a single person increased from $943 to $967 per month, January 2025, and the home-based support services program monthly maximum also increased January 2025. And I'm going into, let me see. This is the IDS, Illinois Department of Human Services. I said that the SSI for couples has increased to from $1,415 to $1,450. Let me see anything else in here that's good. Okay, yeah, the program, the following programs that's going to get the COLA is the RRP cash, the TANF, SNAP, and AABBD. I ain't never heard of these people, but the FCRC staff are responsible for budgeting the actual amount of. Hey, that's it for Illinois, and I did Georgia also. So let's get into Georgia. So for Georgia in 2025, the SNAP benefits, okay, go get the COLA. The maximum monthly benefit for an individual increased to $292, and the maximum for a family of four increased to $975. The COLA adjustment is based on inflation and help reduce financial strain for families. The maximum SNAP benefits vary by location and family size. So theirs is a little different from Michigan and Illinois. The amount of benefits is based on net income, with its gross income minus allowable deduction. So again, theirs is different. Other SNAP changes in 2025, the federal program to replace SNAP benefits stolen through fraud ended on December 20th, 2024. I didn't know about that, but I'm going to see about some more fraud. States will be required to provide monthly reports beginning February 2025 on the status of applications and departments' efforts to process them. Potential changes to SNAP. Some proposed changes to SNAP could increase paperwork and costs for states and families and make it harder for low-income people to access benefits. Okay, let's do California. In February 2025, there were several changes to the SNAP and EBT in California, including extended application periods and waivers. Application periods, the application period for DSNAP in Los Angeles County was extended to February 20th, 2025. This includes weekends and weekdays and President's Day. Here's the waiver. The Food and Nutrition Service approved a waiver that allows SNAP benefits to be used to purchase hot food in Los Angeles and other counties through February 8th, 2025. This was to help people access food after wildfires and windstorms. I remember we had the wildfires out here in Altadena, Pasadena, Malibu, all those different areas. The FNC also approved a waiver that extended the 10-day reporting requirements for SNAP benefits lost due to power outages. This waiver is in effect from March 6, 2025. Okay, the SNAP benefit, the maximum SNAP benefits in California for February 2025, one person, $292, two people, $536, three people, $768, four people, $970. Yeah, this is so low. Like I wouldn't even qualify for it with my three kids. Like I wouldn't. So the maximum for 8 people is 1756. They don't even have like a 200 additional like Michigan had. They don't have that in California. The amount of SNAP benefits and household receives will vary based on family size and location. Now, this is new. This is the waiver reporting the SNAP for February 13th. California already went over some of the sun is out, and I had to turn my phone around because this phone had got hot. And this is a brand new phone, like a 16. So I had to turn it around because it had got hot. The temperature is still hot, y'all. But how do you guys feel about all the changes with the SNAP program? Again, in my opinion, all mind, body, and spirit, honey, that can work should work. Now, our veterans, our disabled, and our elderly/senior people, they should be able to take advantage of these programs without limitation. That's just my opinion. I don't run anything, but that's just how I feel about this program. All y'all having these baby daddies and all these kids, come on, man. You can have as many kids as you want, but you should be able to afford to have those kids. Because what are you going to teach your kids? Again, I said in my other video, there's no benefit to passing down low-income food stamps and Section 8 to your kids. Teach them to be sufficient, guys. Come on, we are grown adults. Let's teach our kids to be sufficient and do better. We should always want our children lives to be better than ours. Just because you grew up on food stamps and Section 8 low income, that doesn't mean you have to stay on it. You can always break the cycle, as I said in many of my videos that I have. And I do have a what I learned videos of my life experiences, things I've learned in life. Again, I am somebody that used to get Section 8, honey. I would never do that again. I did it because I saw a vision that I wanted. And them people gave me hell because they knew what I was trying to do, and they'll stress you out. It's just not worth it to me. So let's get the conversation started in the comments. Let me know how you feel about the government changing all the rules. Who do you feel should get these benefits? And if you are getting those benefits, what are your plans to supplement you not getting those benefits? How are you going to be eating, sis, bro? Talk to me, because I want to know. I'm concerned about y'all. And the ones that have a lot of kids, how you going to feed your kids now? Like, y'all got to come up with a plan. Start a YouTube channel. Get on Instagram. Do something productive. Again, like I said, I'm going to be trying to find some programs to help, anything I can help. And I also do have a video down. I do have a video I did a while back on some different programs, and I'll start researching, but then nobody really liked the video. So I kind of was like, well, they probably ain't interested in that. But if you are, let me know in the comment section if you're interested in me finding different jobs and stuff like that for you. I'll be more than happy to sit aside what I'm doing, and I'll help you out. I'll see you in the next video.